If you want to run LLMs locally without jumping straight to expensive flagship GPUs, the mid-range market is where things get interesting. This is the part of the market where most people actually shop. You want enough VRAM to run useful local models, enough software support to avoid headaches, and enough value that the system still makes sense as a real PC build. 3 cards stand out for this conversation. First, the RTX 4060 Ti. It is one of the most talked about mid-tier options because it gives you NVIDIA software compatibility in a smaller power envelope. But depending on the version, you are still dealing with a card that can feel tight on memory for serious local LLM use. Next, the RTX 4070 class. This is where things start to feel more comfortable. You get more raw speed, stronger overall performance, and a better experience when you want local AI and a fast all-around system. The downside is simple: the price climbs fast, and 12 GB of VRAM is still not a magic answer for every model. Then there is Intel Arc B580. This is the value wildcard. It brings 12 GB of memory, modern media features, strong AI messaging from Intel, and a price that makes a lot more sense for builders who want to experiment locally without overspending. So what really matters in this tier? Number 1 is VRAM. At mid-range budgets, memory limits are usually the first wall you hit. Number 2 is software stack. NVIDIA still has the easiest path for many local AI tools, but Intel has become much more relevant than people expected. Number 3 is total platform value. If one card costs a lot more but still does not solve the memory problem, that changes the recommendation. Here is the practical way to think about it. If you want the easiest software path, the RTX 4060 Ti and RTX 4070 still benefit from the CUDA ecosystem. If you want the strongest balanced mid-range experience, the RTX 4070 tier feels more premium, but it also moves you closer to upper-tier pricing. If you want the most interesting budget-conscious option for local AI experiments, Intel Arc B580 is the card to watch. The big takeaway is this: mid-range local LLM hardware is all about compromise management. You are balancing VRAM, compatibility, speed, and price at the same time. And for most people, the best card is not the most famous one. It is the one that gives you enough memory and enough software support without blowing up the budget. Subscribe to Compute Forge for more local AI hardware breakdowns, GPU comparisons, and benchmark-focused coverage.